We all have certain artists who burst onto the music scene with an impressive debut, so much so that we crave for their return once their appearance has run its course, and we're all on tenterhooks as to what they're going to do next for their follow-up and when exactly that's going to be. Then again, you have other artists on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, and despite wanting these artists to disappear off the face of the earth, they keep thriving and they seem to never leave our lives. I always blame the fickle buying public and the brain-dead radio presenters who push these particular artists on that one. And then there are those artists who from out of nowhere spring out of the woodwork and end up having a surprising return to form, or doing better than when they first showed up. Step forward Michigan-born singer-songwriter and musician Mike Posner, who's irritating as a cockrash of a debut song Cooler Than Me peaked here in the UK at number 5, and then he just disappeared. But just when I thought that there was a god, 6 years later he returns with the help of the Norwegian EDM duo Simen Eriksrud and Espen Berg, collectively known as SeeB, and as a result Posner had a UK number 1 single to his name which remained at the top for 4 consecutive weeks. And with the title being I Took a Pill in Ibiza and that it replaced Lucas Graham at the number 1 spot, I made it my mission to avoid this track at all costs. And then I started seeing positive reviews of this song and curiosity took hold of me. Surely Mike Posner wasn't capable of releasing a good song. Well, I'm shocked to announce that that's exactly what Posner did. And oh boy, I wasn't expecting to like this song as much as I do. The first verse recants a tale where Mike was out in Ibiza at a show fronted by Swedish house music star Avicii, where he ends up going into the crowd and coming to the realization that he's basically an unknown face to the crowd, before taking an unknown substance from some stranger and in the come down afterwards feeling a lot older than before, leading him to admit that he drives a flash car for show, keeping up the appearance of someone who's loving the rich life despite having blown a lot of cash on materialistic gains and women. Verse 2 sees Mike coming more to terms with his faded celebrity status, crediting himself as someone who was well known for a brief period of time but now has become a forgotten piece of music history, further throwing more woe onto his current status by claiming to not being able to maintain a relationship due to his inability to open up to anyone, using his work as an excuse to not meet anybody or form anything tangible. The chorus goes further in portraying Mike as someone who, despite his early brush with success, the obscurity that he now indulges in can happen to anyone. The emptiness that Mike experienced going through this phase, and even when up on stage being watched by hordes of people, how that can sometimes be the loneliest place of all. Personally, this track not only supersedes the original in spades, but it holds its place as one of the best hit songs of the year so far. Despite the upbeat production and general cheeriness this song's music emanates, the rather poignant and melancholic lyrics and the dispassionate delivery strikes a chord with me that even I wasn't expecting. It's a genuine surprise to hear something this sad coming from someone like Mike Posner, and as a result causes me to express sympathy for the guy. Ironically, this song could prove to be a real shot in the arm that Posner needed to revitalise the guy's music career and put to one side such a cringe-worthy introduction that reeked of smarminess and puke. Nice going, Mark. Try not to fuck this one up.